can't have your dessert before your meal. No, you can't go outside to play before you finish your homework. No, you can't wear non-predominantly white tennis shoes. No, you can't wear that too short skirt, or that blouse, or that makeup. No, 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 and no. There is not one amongst us who has not encountered and even struggled with this little two-letter word that can have such a powerful and profound impact. Simply put, the word no is a negative response. It can disappoint, it can discourage, it can dissatisfy, it can dampen your spirits. Who wants to be told that they can't have what they desire or achieve what they set out to accomplish? Negativity can take the wind out of your sails, but that is only if you allow it. If we thought we heard no as a toddler, hold on tight. We are all set to encounter this word or an action related to it in some form or fashion. As tired as I am of hearing that word, it is one that I welcome because I view it as a word that builds me up rather than breaks me down. I know most of you are now wondering, Gabi, how do you suppose we overlook the word's negative connotation? Easily. I think about lemons and bridges. In my household, bridge building and lemonade preparation often meant something entirely different. When you have lemons, you make lemonade. Likewise, I was told to build a bridge and get over it, or that setback becomes a setup for something greater, and so on. We all are tasked with finding motivation for the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. Well, my friends, similarly to what we are reinforced with in English class, it can be as simple as applying a lens to the word. It is just a matter of how you look at it. Perspective. When the future mandates changing your perspective for trivial or even pivotal no's of life, implement the lemons and bridges perspective as a motivator, description changer, bonding agent to develop healthy habits for a positive mindset. According to the Texan pastor Charles R. Swindoll, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. Motivation can be difficult. Many of you know that I lost my father at a very young age, so my memories became faint. Yet my grandmother, Jo Mama, passed away when I was in middle school, 6th grade to be exact. The brain tumors paralyzed her body, but never her spirit. She was the best mother, grandmother, friend, and teacher. Jo Mama taught me to remain motivated with creativity. Such losses exposed to me and my family profound grief. I dug deeply to build on what Jo Mama taught me. She instructed me to remain inspired through creative expression. You may wonder why you see me singing, writing, or even filming music videos about body parts. Creativity honors my Jo Mama. It maintains my motivation in the midst of any no, and provides a way to feel close to her again. Many of us battle with loss that perhaps alters our cores. I converted my loss into a motivator with creativity. The ability to redefine myself presented the next step in my growth. Stuck, stagnant, or bored never get a second thought as I explore more and welcome change. You may wonder why I ventured into so many wildcat activities, and dance, and service work, and modeling, and yoga, and YouTube, and blogging, just to name a few. Also, the polysyndeton plays an important role, so hang on. No, it was not to make my head spin. Yet, I learned to give debate, cross-country, glee club, golf, Spanish, political campaigns, kickboxing, the United States track and field team a try. Now you all remember the string of ands I previously threw at you, right? The polysyndeton? If I accepted the lemons such as, Gabi, you can't. Gabi, it's not your thing. The no's, I would not have such a vibrant and factor, or sweet lemonade. The Gabrielle standing in front of you today is a student and volunteer and daughter and granddaughter and golfer and runner and debater and dancer and pianist and yogi and health nut, but above all, a go-getter. Moving beyond a mental no gifted me description changers, allowing me to redefine and grow as a person or individual. Now, I'm not saying just to up and become a dilettante, but follow your true passions. To my seniors, we are all about to face changes of a lifetime with our upcoming graduation. Therefore, it is of the utmost importance that we do not let no still the ands we are most passionate about and sour our lemonade. In the 9th grade, I was diagnosed with superior mesenteric artery syndrome. According to Rare Diseases, SMAS is a digestive condition that occurs when the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine, is compressed between two arteries, the aorta and superior mesenteric artery, integral parts of the circulatory system. Since this compression causes blockage of the duodenum, the first bend in the stomach, I was barely eating, 20 pounds underweight, and I could not keep food down, all while doing intensive exercises. After nearly collapsing at a cross-country race, I visited gastro specialists. The doctors told me that I could no longer run, dance, cycle, or slightly work out, because if I did, I was at risk of rupturing the artery that pumps blood into my stomach, internal hemorrhaging, and life-threatening. I was left with broken pieces of a bridge. Fortunately, I had my loving family and supportive doctors to assist me with changing to liquid and paleo-based diets as opposed to being on a food pump, so that I could once again return to the crucial parts of my and factor. By accepting no, I would have lost out on being part of wonderful teams. The no from the doctors pushed me to get better and stick to my plan of action, bonding me to my word, my commitment. My piano teacher, concert pianist Julie Cheek, always says, if you will it to happen, it'll happen. I plan to adhere to the lessons taught as glue for healthy habits in my life. The no that we encounter is glue for success. Bonding agents remind me to stick to family, friends, teachers, and community. Thank you to the English and Foreign Language departments for sparking my interest in linguistics, also known as my future major, concrete detail commentary, and a good ole lay. Thank you to the science department for unlocking the mysteries of the natural world with banjos and physics kitties. Thank you to the mathematics department for showing me my numerical potential, especially all the U-tries and pre-calculus noodle. Thank you to the history department for revealing the important stories of the past. Oh, and along with Jeopardy and of course outlines. Thank you to the fine arts department for fostering my creativity, the library for being my safe haven. Thank you to the athletics department for helping me become a stronger individual. Mr. Vano and advisees, thank you for being my second family through thick or thin. But most of all, thank you to my friends and family, to my friends here and around the world. Thank you for always being there for me. Pappy, Mom, thank you for consistently supporting my endeavors and loving me unconditionally. I'm forever grateful. I am thankful for such bonding agents to keep me on track during whispers of negative. The pivotal question that we have to ask ourselves today is how will we allow this little two-letter word to affect the outcomes of our lives? Will we allow these instances that can appear to cast a negative cloud over our hopes and dreams to define us? Or will we, use it as the fuel to ignite the flame that propels us from our negative experiences into our destiny? Episcopal has given us the tools necessary to confidently choose the latter. Perspective alters the impact of any negative in life. Finally, as we embark on the next chapter of our lives, whether that be the next grade or geographical location, we must challenge ourselves not to shrink from the negative energy of rejection, nor to be afraid to say no when necessary, but instead use it to fuel the setup for our comeback or to build a bridge into better outcomes. I know that I can and will be successful in life because I am prepared, I am confident, and I am supported by a circle of teachers, coaches, family, and friends who I love and love me back. We can figure that out, fellow Wildcats, as we go through this thing called life. We have to see no not just as an end, but as a potential opportunity. Motivators, description changers, and bonding agents secure my healthy mindset. With lemons and bridges, I welcome whatever the next chapter has to offer. Thank you.
Remaining standing, the Lord be with you. Let us pray.